Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. The people have gathered, and the Prophet is describing to them what he has seen in his night journey. Prophets of various kinds, and the people are sitting listening to the description. The Prophet has decided to disclose to them and describe it, wondering to himself, will any truly comprehend? Who are truly my people? If just one. The Prophet is describing this hadith of his night journey and what he has seen, and the description of the children of Israel. And he is describing then another group, a blessed group, an amazing group. The people are gathered. You have heard this hadith before. You have read this hadith before. And you're wondering, what really happened on this day? What is really going on? What is truly happening? And what is the Prophet describing? You're a little bit confused. You're not really sure. Ya Rasulullah, make me one of them. I want to be in that group. Sign me up. Put me in that number. I want to be one of those, O Messenger of Allah. Right? What's happening? What's going on? What is the Prophet describing? What is happening this day? And who is that guy? My name is Salim Siddiqui, and you're watching Hot Conflict. And oh, brothers and sisters, what really happened that day? And do you ever find yourself wondering what was going on? And how does somebody really understand the true meaning? And how do you truly test yourself to understand, are you one of the Prophet's people? Is there a deal being offered? Is something going on? I'm wondering if it's something good, we should be trying to get it, right, brothers and sisters? Something's happening, and Messenger of Allah, can we get that deal? I think we want to take the deal, right? Are you sure? Are you ready? Can you grab it when it's right in front of you? Oh, Messenger of Allah, I think we want the deal. Some of us want the deal. I think we're ready to have the deal. Sabakaka. Okasha. Just like that, a deal was offered, an opportunity was available, an opening was there, a portal to take a deal. And poof, just like that, it was gone. A moment existed, and then the moment passed. Who was that guy? His name is Okasha. Do you ever wonder, who is Okasha? What kind of a deal did he make, and how was he so ready, and what was it that he understood? And I'm jealous of my brother Okasha. Do you know who he is? I'll tell you, brothers and sisters. Okasha is the one who beat me. He took the deal. It was there, he got it. You don't even care about me, right? Forget about me. Let me tell it to you straight. Okasha, he beat you. How do you feel that now? Yeah, you, brother. You, sister on the back over there. Oh, Kasha, he beat you. The deal was there. He took it in that moment, and then it was gone. If it were to be available again, would you grab it this time? And what kind of a deal are we talking about? We're still talking about the understanding of consciousness and what it means to be in the chair. Well, so much is going on in the world, and so many people are changing positions, and the chairs are changing from the royals and the politicians to even the Muslim leaders and even the so-called mujahideen. My name is Salim Siddiqui, and I am a mujahid. And I'm in the position of the chair here in the land of the West, speaking the English tongue in the land of the strangers, the land of the gharib, the land of the ghuraba, in the strange tongue of the English dialect. And we're talking about the chair in the consciousness field. So let's go back to a point in my history. It's the early 90s. I'm sitting at home in Houston, Texas, in my own condo, you know, praying, either with Dhuhr or Asr with my father and some brothers, some mujahideen. We're sitting after Salah, and we're having a conversation about the state of the world. It is after the first Gulf War, and after I had just come back from Bosnia, and I'm talking with the brothers, and I'm talking to my father, and comes up the conversation of the leadership, the conversation of the rulership, the conversation of who will hold the chair of the Muslims after the time of the messenger. It's not often called the hadith of the chair. It's called the hadith where they discuss the imara, where the Prophet says, after me, after the time of the messenger, you will have a period of khulafa al-rashidin, rightly guided caliphs. Meaning what? We said the term caliph comes from the original Adam. That your Lord created Adam. Inni ja'ilun fil ardi khalifa. I am making Adam an overseer, a ruler, a vicegerent, a caliph, as a speaker and commander, as ulil amr, he who commands the word, as walayat al-umur, as the person of authority over all of physicality in the world, in the level of the, what we call in English, the third dimension, the physical dimension. I am making Adam a Khalifa. And so the Prophet is saying, after me, the messenger of light, the final seal of the prophets, you will have rightly guided caliphs, those whose consciousness is rightly guided. Khulafa al-Rashidin al-Mahdiyin. Key words here, right, brothers and sisters? Khalifas that are rightly guided, Mahdiyin, upon trueness, upon hidayah, upon true understanding, upon correct consciousness, centered in themselves. And then we know what? Then comes false leaders, false dictators, false regimes of various kinds, people who claim authority by blood or rulership, people who claim kingdoms and crowns, until you will have corrupt, tyrannical leaders, until you will have bloodshed on the earth. Wahan. And I'm there with my close brothers and sisters, mostly just brothers and my father, and we're talking about this hadith. And then after the time of bloodshed, after the time of corruption where blood is spilt recklessly through the streets, after that will come something strange, something gharib, and you will find new rulership, new leaders for the chair, who will be rightly guided again, who will be pure of heart, pure of consciousness, who will have a true understanding, and that will lead you, the nation, towards Imam al-Mehdi, the true, rightly guided leader of all of the clans in oneness and light. This is the hadith. You see, and there I was in the 90s sitting with my father, and we're debating this issue, and I'm talking about the bloodshed. And he's talking about the bloodshed because we know things that are good, things that are gharib, things that are strange won't happen until enough blood has been spilt. You've heard this hadith. You've read this hadith. Just like I had many times before. But there, as a young man in my early 20s, still young, for the first time upon discussing this hadith with my father and my brothers, something had changed in me. You see, I had returned as a mujahid from the front line. And as all soldiers will tell you, I had seen bloodshed. And in my heart, I started to wonder, as we were discussing it that day, the Gulf War had happened, and so much had happened in the history of the Muslims, and not even the bloodshed that we now know about in our present day had occurred. But there at that time, I thought in my heart, for the first time, as I had seen now with my own eyes, I began to wonder and think, and possibly even intend as a niyyah. I think, brothers and sisters, maybe it's been enough blood. A crazy thought. How much blood will it take? And maybe, just maybe, it's been enough. And if it truly has been enough, then I need to start looking for something strange. I need to start looking for something weird. I'm starting to think, and my mind is racing. I'm a young man, and I'm wondering myself, I need to start going out there and looking for something weird. I'm looking for something strange. I'm looking for that which is not spoken of. In my mind, the games had begun. We're trying to figure out the chair. We're trying to figure out the consciousness, and the only way to truly understand this is to go back to the beginning again. We're saying Adam is the true Khalifa, and we are the sons and daughters of Adam, and we are trying to remember the true nature of who we are. And as Adam was there, created by the very hand of your Lord, and given the very light of breath that is who he is. And that light is what makes him be. And if we are the sons and daughters of Adam, then that same light is what makes us, and makes us be what we are. And so we are trying to remember what we are, and we're saying that the understanding of Adam was to his sons, Cain and Abel. And it's a consciousness field and a battle, and he's trying to explain to them that there is more going on than you can see with your physical eyes. In this realm of duality, in this realm of the sun and the moon and the day and the night, and forgetfulness and sleep, and aging and growing old, there is more than just the physical realm. And now, those of us who have an understanding, we say, a test was made and a challenge was given. And unlike Adam, who ate from the fruit of the green tree and followed the horned ones, the shayateen, Abel was truly Abel. And Abel was beginning to understand the nature of all things, and Abel was beginning to understand the vibration and frequency